Hello, welcome. My name is Bubbles, along with my co host Cece, and this is Mario Kart Universal Rhyme Time. We have two teams today that have fought really hard in the past weeks, currently tied in the standings Cheyenne Party and La Hoop. Let's take a quick dive in and see where they're at.
All right. So going into this week, La Hoop kind of on a two-match losing skid, but both teams are 4-4 currently. Um, and Cheyenne Party on a two-match winning streak. Now the stakes are incredibly high for this match because both teams went into this week 4-4. Every other spot for the playoffs is locked in, but these two teams are fighting for that final wildcard spot. And depending on what happens, this is do or die for both of these teams.
I just hearing that, I'm not even playing in this match, but already I'm nervous. Like, there's so much at stake in this match. I can't wait to get into it. Cece, how would you feel going into this match with your team? What do you say to your team? How do you prepare for this? How do you come out of this match on top?
I would say um, I don't know. I would be incredibly nervous. I was kind of nervous last
Sounds
week.
like it.
I was nervous last week during my own matches, just trying to like secure conference win. Never mind fight for a wild card spot. So I would just tell my team like, okay, we've practiced. Let's stick to what we know. Stick to what we're good at. Play to our strengths. And if we do that, we should be able to come out on top.
You read my mind. As someone who's been in a lot of league matches across multiple different games, I believe personally, you have to stick to what works. Stick to your strength. Don't do any hero plays. Don't pick any tracks that you haven't practiced before. You have to stick to your strength. And we'll see if they do that. And we'll see who comes out on top. Very,
Exactly.
I can't wait to get into this. I hope they start the room soon.
Yeah. Um, yeah, let's go into the lineups. So on the side of La Hoop, we have Orion, aka Sebastian or Seb. We have Klarn, Jack041, Guntar, Feline, and Kadois. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that one.
And on
And on the
Cheyenne
side
Party,
of
we got
yeah,
Bald Man, Carlitos, Enynoiz, Mako, Yeezus, and Zero. Now, I was looking at the point totals earlier in the individual section because, as we all know, individual points are the most important stat. And over on La Hoop, Sebastian or Orion is the only one with a triple digit average. He's averaging 100.7 points per war, and he's played 7 out of 8 wars so far. This player is the one to watch for La Hoop. Right behind is Jack and Feline, both in around the mid 80s range. And so if you're watching La Hoop, you're a La Hoop fan, keep an eye on those three. They should be your main point getters. Over on the Cheyenne Party, we have Bald Man in the lineup today. He's only played 4 out of the 8 wars, but he's at a 94.8 average, doing very well. Zero's up there as well, having played all 8 matches, up at a 91 point average. Zero is a consistent point getter. Have your eyes on Zero.
yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like they're bringing out all of their big hitters this match. Just
Yep.
looking at their previous scores, it seems like every single player on each of these teams has contributed some really strong performances. So I'm hoping that everybody's just going to put on a show for us.
There's so much at stake. I have no doubt we're going to get a really exciting match. Both teams have so much to play for. And talk about momentum going in. I don't know if there's momentum going into a match, but Cheyenne Party is coming in on a winning streak, and La Hoop is coming in on a losing streak. Take from that what you will. I don't believe in that, but depending on the results of the first, second, or third races, if one team runs away with this, it might just be over in the start.
All right, looks like it's going to be an even split between Twisted Mansion and DK Jungle. Looks like Hoop decided to start on DK Jungle. They are the host of the room, so pretty solid opening pick. But no, it looks like we're going to Twisted Mansion, which benefits Cheyenne Party.
A classic.
Ooh, yeah, Hoop starting top 5. All right, so we're going to see if Cheyenne Party can pull those mushrooms, get up there early.
Hoop maybe with the white Yoshis.
Yeah, first
Color
rate's good
coordinating.
opportunity to see what each team's characters are going to be.
And here we go. Welcome to Primetime. This is where legends are born. Wildcard match, everything is at stake. Here we go.
All right, yep, right on cue. Looks like Cheyenne Party is shrooming up 1-3-4 to start right now. Oh, that's a really nice screen. So that's going to take out one of Cheyenne Party, 2-4 now. Ooh, it looks like Seb is going to get trail out there.
Is this a track where you can bag and then come back at the end? Like, what's the strategy here for Seb? I know lap 1 is a lot about pace setting, and with triple shrooms in 9th and 7 coins, is this a wait till lap 3 to catch up?
Well,
What does
depending
Seb
on
have
their
to do here?
positions, it kind of
Okay.
looks like... Yeah, so Hoop are bottom 2 right now. In this position, I would probably go for the shock.
Yep. If
But no, it
Cheyenne
looks like
Party
they're
is
just
up
going to
there,
shroom up for now.
Cheyenne Party is up there. Let's see if they can do what they can do to keep that lead. It's really too early to tell, I think. Twisted Mansion, in
Yeah.
my opinion,
Oh, that
very
banana
volatile
bounced
track.
off so many
Oh,
walls. Yeah, Seb
yeah,
back in
you can
last.
see
Looks
that.
like he's going to slow down to try to pull it.
See if he gets it. Nope.
Star Ghost, so doesn't look like there's a shotgun play right now. Hoop does have the bill as well.
One person from each
Cheyenne
team back
Party
here
is
for the
now
bill.
all back here as well. 10-12. Trying to go some shrooms. Nope, just
There
gets
is
a
no
banana
mid
instead.
pack. It's just front pack and backpack. Blue shell.
Yeah. Blue shell coming out. That's probably going to flip some spots up front. Oh, that red is going to hurt. He's going to have to spam this golden to get up there. Yep, there we go. Looks like Hoop took that blue shell. Using that peach bitty buggy. Ooh, red triple nanas. We could see some damage happening here.
Oh
Hoop getting
no!
taken out. Oh, but Cheyenne Party also getting taken out, trailing someone else. Ooh,
Into a
this...
wall. The blooper is devastating.
Oh, yeah, this looks pretty bad for Cheyenne Party to start out here.
Oh no, what's the damage?
All right, not too bad. Holding
Oh,
on to 2-4-5, but 9 bottom 2 is going to make them lose that race.
not a bad race to start. Fairly even. Nobody has more momentum than the other team. And you have to think that all the nerves for both sides are out of the way. Race 1 is done. You got the warm up. You've hit the ground running. Rainbow. Interesting pick for not a whole
Yeah,
lot of bottom spots.
yeah, Trainbow for like 9 bottom 2. This is a really good spot if you have the coin advantage, so all of your bottom spots, but they only have 3. They do have 2-4-5, so one of their players is going to be starting in the front with 0 coins, probably getting drafted on.
Yeah.
But we'll see if they get their DK Jungle pick. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be DK Jungle. Okay.
Okay.
Lahoop taking full advantage of their previous race. Picking that DK Jungle. Very popular frontrunner.
See what Hoop can do with these front spots. The first item set is what I look at every single race. It's so important. The
Yeah,
first
because
item
he...
set, if you get hit or are able to shroom ahead, it's the first part of the race to me is exciting as the last part of the race. So let's see what happens right here.
Yeah. Looking to pull a
Bananas.
mushroom first set. That's usually what you want to do, and Envy is going to get it.
4
Drafting
people
up
have
into
been
the
hit so
pack, too.
far.
Yep. Oh, red's coming for him, though. Oh, that was almost a really good red dodge, but not quite.
It's gonna hurt. Back down to 2 coins. Have to reset here.
Yep. Looks like all Hoop players in front of him. Can't really see who this Diddy Kong Bitty Buggy is.
The blue Yoshis in front belong to Cheyenne Party. So they'll be up in the front with Hoop in the mid
Ooh.
pack. That's a
Some
pretty
bananas coming in, so I think that Diddy
juicy
Kong
lead.
actually is Cheyenne Party. Yeah, it looks like it. So top 2-4 right now, they are really commanding the top spots. Gonna have to avoid this red shell though, but he does pull one of his own.
Okay, just
Ooh,
playing patient defense. Smart play.
yeah, very smart. Let them pass you and then red them out. Ooh,
Oh,
2 sets of fire. This could get ugly.
3 sets. There was one from behind as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Call
and there
this
we
room
go, looking like a
California
top
because
3.
everywhere's on fire. And trust me, I know California.
Yeah. All right, looking like a top 4 for Cheyenne Party, but the bottom spots are in shock distance, and there's already 2 bills in play. So the shock could be the X factor that gets La Hoop to recover their race here.
Where do you use this shock? Second set? If it's in
It's a
play?
pretty common shock spot to use it at second set, get top
Yeah.
spots after the set so they have a hard time catching back up. They are in dodges behind them, but no shock is going to come out quite yet.
No, it must not be in play after all.
There's still multiple bills coming up, though.
Chayanne Party's got a lock on this.
Ooh, Cad looking to do some
Triple
damage, but
red.
triple reds is going to lock him down pretty quickly.
Weaving
All he
in
has
and
to
out of the
do is just
fire.
defend his 4th place. Ooh, looking to back him.
Oh
Oh,
no!
gets hit on the line, but still a top 3-5. Very strong response from Cheyenne Party.
I think it was hit by the blue shell in the air.
Yeah, it looks like it. He looks like he
Oh,
landed on it. None of his reds
that's
broken
unlucky.
anything.
Top 3-5.
Very, very
Very
nice
good.
response.
And now Cheyenne Party has the momentum. Let's see where they can take it. Lahoop got decent spots last race, picked a running track in DK Jungle, but weren't able to hold the top spots. A lot of people got hit in between the first and second item sets, which I believe was largely Lahoop. The Birdo got hit, Peach got hit, and so Cheyenne Party's playing very well, both getting to the top and keeping the top spots. And they come out fast with a music part.
Exactly. So they're going to have the momentum going into this race, hoping for their Music Park pick, which is another strong front runner, a classic pick.
One that I'm not necessarily good at, but I trust my teammates to run.
It's a very skill-based track, certainly.
And a rogue sherbet land, just to keep things interesting. Oh,
Ooh, kind of close, but no, it looks
oh,
like it's going to be Mushroom Gorge. This is another track that you can come back very easily on with that gap cut and shock being a very powerful item. Bullet bills
right
also
on top.
serve everyone well here just to get past those bouncy mushrooms.
What's the plan here for Lahoop? Do we take the lead early, or do we just play the long game, or do we wait until we see what happens after lap one and assess the situation?
If I'm in La Hoop's situation, I would get some people running, maybe pulling some mushrooms for set since they were in good spots for it, and then have people in the back to pull the shock so they can catch up late and prevent the other team from taking that oh so important gap shortcut.
Yep, it's so good, especially with a shock dodge beforehand on lap 3.
Oh, someone falling off. So Envy here gonna shroom up, gonna be in first with 2 shrooms. This is a very powerful position for him to be in.
Yes.
But with Lahoop behind him, he kind of has to make some sort of play here just to not get redded off. It looks like he's... Yeah, just Shroom to try to get away from him. Keeping that banana in pocket is very smart. Oh,
Oh
but it's going to
no,
get hit by the boomerang, and Lahoop is going to take first. Oh, and he's going to get
into
horned
the
too.
horn. I was gonna say not that bad since he still had a shroom and 4th place, but back here with only 1 coin and 1 shroom, this is all of a sudden a different race.
Yeah, very clean gap cut there. But now Cheyenne Party is kind of on the back foot here. They need something to take out these top 2. I'm assuming both white Yoshis belong to Lahoop. They need like a blue and maybe a shock just to get their bottom spots up there. They are in shock distance, and there are dodges coming out. But it looks like Seb is going to secure this first very easily. He's got a nice lead.
There's a
Oh,
blue
there
shell.
is the blue shell. It kind of looks like Hoop was holding the blue for his teammate.
Yep.
Oh, and there's the shock. Very late pull. That was definitely pulled last set, and they used it as a last resort to try and do something.
Looking good for Hoop. There it is,
Ooh,
top three.
top three.
Ooh,
Oh, this is already going back and forth, man. Just big race after big race. No small incremental gains quite yet.
ooh, they got the Gorge track pick and they delivered. It did exactly what they wanted to do. Get the other team out of the front, trim up across the gap, and they held it really well. That was who did we see getting hit out? That was Enynoiz, right?
Yeah, it was Enynoiz, our second
Yeah,
POV there.
really good job by LaHoop getting that player out of first, which is not an easy job for somebody who was in first with 2 shrooms.
Exactly.
Remember, everything is on the line here. This is for a wild card spot, and these teams are a differential of 6 points going into race 5, I believe, 4.
Yeah, so currently, I believe La Houpe holds a 16-point tiebreak over Cheyenne Party because in their week 2 match they won by 16. So I believe Cheyenne Party does have to win this by 16 or more. I believe Cheyenne Party holds a very strong plus minus advantage, but that is only the third factor in determining who moves on. So not only do they have to win, they have to win comfortably, like but by a good margin.
I've never seen this strat before.
Oh,
Granted,
that is a very recent development where you turn on smart steering and then get a super mini turbo to get your glider vectoring on that first glider. It's really not easy. I don't even know that one, but
I hope everyone watching is taking notes because I certainly have my pen and paper out.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
why Seb is at the near the top of the individual leaderboards. This is why triple
Exactly.
digits.
And he was able to keep first very easily because of that. It seems like he was the only one. And he's going to have a bomb in first, so if things go wrong for Hoop, he can just kind of back this bomb. Yeah, Cheyenne Party is in second. He's just going to do that straight away. Chain for the double box, maybe pull a horn, not going to get it. But judging by the minimap, it looks like La Houpe is really up here right now.
Yep, all the white Yoshis belong to La Hoop.
Yeah, so top two currently. Enynoiz looking to make a play here. Gonna hold these items as his teammate is trimming up in front of him.
Lots of danger for Gunt there.
Oh, he's gonna have to watch out though. Yeah, now there's even more Hoop up here because his teammate got taken out.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this is kind of looking like a top four. It looks like Cheyenne Party also fell off the track there. Ooh. Yeah, it looks
Wow.
like this Trainbow pick kind of backfired on them, unfortunately.
Well, only because of Seb in the front. My jaw is on the floor. I had
Yeah.
never seen that strat on the floor. Seb with the fantastic individual effort to not only keep first, but go into a breakaway on Trainbow of all tracks. It takes a superstar talent to do that. We said before,
Hmm.
keep your eyes on Seb, keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching. Yeah, I also did see him get a very crucial trail onto one of Cheyenne Party's players at the beginning, which really put them in a bad situation. So Cheyenne Party looking to kind of reset the tempo here, going DS Peach Gardens, kind of a bagging track. You can run it, but shock into getting triple shroom stars like that one shortcut saves a lot of time. So
Absolutely.
at the beginning, you can shroom up early to maintain some front presence. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get that Peach Gardens pick. So we'll see if they can respond to that massive top five.
It's definitely going to be a coin toss. I feel like Peach Gardens, it all comes down to lap 3, especially right before the glider section. Especially shock is all but likely to happen there. But in this war, how many shocks have we seen?
I don't think we've
One
seen.
after 6 people had finished on Mushroom Gorge.
Yeah, but I believe that's the only one.
Yeah. So is shock even going to be in play? That's something to think about. Or maybe it appears now in a big way.
Yeah, well, so far shock has not been a factor, but Cheyenne Party being in the back here, um, only Enynoiz and Baldman back here. It looks like they're just going to commit to getting this shock, especially now that Envy is getting random greened here.
Oh, no.
So I believe that's top 2 for Cheyenne Party, right? The white, light blue Yoshis?
Light blue Yoshi's be gone. Yes, Cheyenne Party.
Yeah, so Seb not going to be able to threaten them so far. The blue is in play, so it looks like Enynoiz is going to have to hold this, unfortunately. He's not going to be able
Yeah,
to pull the shock for his team, so he is just going to stay in last unless someone, gives up their
maybe
spot back there.
maybe they cycle for a horn. Maybe they get it. That would really help out the overall team picture because holding a blue in a bottom spot that far back on this track, that is a death sentence. And it only works if it ends up securing top spots, which are, again, lap 3, glider section, extremely volatile spot.
Yeah. In some
So
situations, it would kind of be smart to just throw the blue, just so that you can have that extra player to be able to try and get the shock. Seb taking second, kind of asserting his dominance at the moment with these triple greens. Getting a shroom of his own, so he might be able to catch up to first when the time comes. Oh, that plant is going to put some pressure on him, though. He might have to chain this. Ooh, unfortunately hits that banana, so yeah, those triple shells are not going to help his case either.
speaking of getting up to first, have you seen this pack? How spread out it is for how long it has been?
Yeah, it
There
was a top 3
has to be. There
breakaway.
goes the blue shell.
Yeah, the blue does come out, so
There
oh,
it is.
there it is. First real shock that matters so far. These triple shrooms are massive, and Carlos is going to get taken out by a plant here. Looks like Seb's going to be able to maybe take this first place if he gets lucky here with like a red or a mushroom or something. Yeah, it's double
Oh,
reds. There
double
we go. Gonna take out protection, but you can't always pull double protection. Goodbye. Seb is gonna
rebuilds
take
coming
this
up in the
first
back.
place.
2 stars on the way.
Ooh, but it looks like La Hoop kind of got taken out at the shortcut there, so we'll see what the spots look like behind him in just a moment.
1, 3, 5. It seems like a winning race for Hoop. Could be wrong, but I see a lot of Hoop players coming up at the end. In no small part, once again, a Seb.
1, 4,
Seb,
6, 7, 8, 12.
the only words I can use to describe Seb's play right now is goated on the sticks.
Yeah.
Seb is good. Again, keep that pen and paper out. Take notes. It was really fortunate that the shock hit Seb right before that item set, and he got that plant. Great pull, fantastic. And he used it to take out the current second place and ended it early enough to get another double set to take out first place. What a play by Seb. I'm continually amazed by the individual effort and the momentum he's providing for his team. And La Hoop, it's up to them as a team to continue this momentum and take it into the late game and keep the lead that they are holding on to by about 40 points.
Yeah, Cheyenne Party does now have a hill to climb, but it looks like one of Cheyenne Party actually disconnected, so it's going to be a 6v5. It's kind of unfortunate when you need to make this
Yeah.
comeback. They do get their track pick, though, so that is going to help slightly. Like we said, Music Park, another strong front runner. Cheyenne Party starting in 2-3-5 for this. So while Seb does have first, they are going to be counting on maybe getting some drafts or maybe taking out first straight away. Maybe bumping him off too. That's also a factor. But we'll see
There's
what
nothing in
happens.
my mind that can take like I just want to watch him work. I'm mesmerized by Seb's gameplay.
Yep, he is getting
But
drafted on at the moment. Oh, missing
during
an
the late
MT, so that's
Ooh,
giving
wow.
up one spot to Cheyenne Party, but his teammate is here to bail him out. Oh, that green not really connecting. Now, this Cheyenne Party Diddy Kong. Oh, gonna get taken out
No.
there. Yeah, Cheyenne Party now in the front. They're gonna be the ones to command this race.
Okay, let's see what they can do with it. Lap 1 done. 2 laps to go. Seb in a very bad
Yeah,
spot. Low
pretty
on
smart.
money.
Pretty smart strategy. So if you're in the back, you usually want to try to collect coins and then get your items to catch up, and then maybe bag for the shock for your team. And it looks like he's gonna do just that. And he pulls it! This
It's
is going to be
out.
another very crucial shock for La Houpe, having one on Peach Gardens and now going to have one on Music Park.
There it is.
There it is, going to get used straight away.
One
His teammate not quite
one
dodging.
ghost, I think. Maybe.
Yeah,
But
it was used pretty early.
look at the 2 spots in front. That's a huge distance. I think that's a good time to use it very fast. Give your team time to catch up. Because if
Yeah,
you don't catch up now, then you just out of time to catch up. Good call by Seb and Lahoop. Lap 3.
Well, letting his teammate red and then using that golden to catch up. If I'm
Still
not
a
mistaken, Cheyenne Party currently has this top 3. Forced into a
yes.
start early, that could have been like used a lot better if that red shell didn't come for him.
Seb has to just what a good pull. What a tantalizing,
Yeah,
succulent pull by Seb.
exactly. There we go. Top 2 kind of too far ahead for that triple Reds pull to matter, but he's going to get shrooms of his own to keep his third. But Cheyenne Party are behind him as well. This is a huge race for them.
Yeah, and didn't Cheyenne Party have the one person that DC'd?
They did.
Wow, what an effort. This war has gone back and forth. Once again, when Lahoop zigs, Cheyenne Party zags with a great race out of
Top
Music
two
Park.
five, top 2 5 7 8. Despite being down one player, they managed to get that winning race.
Wow. This war so far has not disappointed. I am leaning in watching this. This is so exciting.
All right, what's the game plan now? They're going to go with, looks like Sherbetland. This one is pretty good for middle spots. You have opportunities to draft and pull mushrooms, especially on the slippery ice sections. It really does help a lot. Piranha Plant Slide coming out for Cheyenne Party. It is another very strong frontrunner. Typically, you would see this if there's a Yoshi bike on their team, which I don't recall if there is.
No inwards. Unless we switch now. But it's like we said pregame. You need to stick with what you're good at. And I mean, unless you're really confident in your inward, okay, we don't see any inwards. Sticking to the game plan.
Yep, so we have a Bitty Buggy and an Ink Striker. Ink Striker not really seen too much nowadays, but it does help on this track for sure. The anti-gravity sections are great for it. Seb gonna take second though, trying to maybe draft off of Bald Man. Not really gonna get it, so he's gonna have to play in second for now.
Oh
Missing the
no.
boost ramp, but getting that red off just in time. Taking him out.
Well done.
Very nicely played.
It's a very bumpy section at the start. But
exactly.
we didn't see much bumping and not a whole lot of spots changed. Let's see where everyone's at. A little bit of hoop in the back, looks like, which would imply Cheyenne Party and mid pack in front.
Yep, so we see a top 2-4, but Hoop is going to take first with that mushroom. La Hoop does seem to occupy a lot of bottom spots, so they could, well, first of all, take out Cheyenne Party with fire and stuff, but also maybe stay in the back for the shock or maybe the blue to help them out a bit.
Yeah, that has to be the play, I think. Like the mid pack is starting to separate with all that fire and shells that you're seeing. And I think the pack is going to be pretty separated by the start of lap 3, so we might see a shock. We see a blue Birdo back there from La Hoop in a bill, but lots of bottom spots. I think Hoop is going for a shock play here, but we'll have to see if they get it. No guarantee.
Yep. Oh, 2 people getting taken out there. Still occupying top 3 and third hatch rooms. Oh, but fire behind them threatening, not going to get hit. So it's a top 4 currently for Cheyenne Party. A top 4 would put them super close to La Hoop in terms of the results. So this is huge for them if they can hold on.
Yeah. Pack is a little bit tighter than it has been, not as spread out. Is that shock distance?
I believe so, and it looks like they are slowing down to try and get something. If I were Cheyenne Party in this situation, I would let Enynoiz into first here in case a last-second blue shell gets pulled, so that you don't have to, panic and slow down. He's going to draft.
They're handling it well.
Yeah, and I just
Yeah,
saw that they have a horn behind them as well, so they're looking real safe here.
big. Oh, a few shrooms up at the
Yep,
end. We'll see
the
how that
shrooms, the
affects the
shrooms are
final
gonna
result.
flip some spots. Oh,
Clarn into second, but at the top is Cheyenne Party coming
that's an
back, and
insane race.
once again we have a near tie game this deep into the war. Oh my, I can't say it enough. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is so exciting. The teams are going back and forth. Momentum seems to go one way, then it goes right back the other. what do you tell your team? Just keep going? Do we change something up? No. You got to keep going, right? Stick with what works. What's going to
Yeah,
happen in these last few races?
if you're Cheyenne Party, you really got to carry this momentum. They must be pretty happy in their team comms right now.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to Snowland. So this is Hoop's pick. They are occupying bottom 4 and 7. So they're hoping to bag from the start and try to reset this momentum, because if you are getting bottom 4, that means that you lost a lot of it. So it's nice to have these reset tracks to try and gain some of that back.
And for the newer viewers, a reset track is a track where items are really powerful at the very end of a race. Lots of big, really big shortcuts. So what you'll see a lot of players doing here is not really caring to go forward at the start of the race. You saw two people in the minimap go backwards at the start. The idea
Yeah,
is to build up your coin count, which increases your top speed, and build some power items. And there's a very, very good shortcut about 40% of the way through the track that if you use a dodge through there, lots of shrooms, a bullet bill, and even dodge the shock, it's super powerful. And so that's what Hoop is aiming for here by picking this track.
right. Yeah, so when you're going into tracks like this, the game plan is to just dodge as many people late as you can. Take those massive shortcuts because you gain so much time just by doing that.
It's the shortcut we see right there.
So the
Oh,
first shock's going to come into play. Hoop taking that second, but it looks like there's a star, a bill, and maybe a ghost coming up. Cheyenne Party in the bill, so that might have been a Cheyenne Party shock. But there is time for a second one, and maybe if someone dodges with the shock, because you can pull more than one,
yep.
then that's also a factor.
There's still plenty of time to pull another shock. We see a lot of Hoop in first, top three, but unlike a lot of other tracks, that doesn't mean top three does not mean a whole lot at this point in
No, it
Snowland.
no, it doesn't. So Cheyenne Party going to be taking first, even though they were top 3, they're suddenly commanding that top spot. It's now on Seb to try and take him out, maybe with a banana and a red. He does have protection, so this Nana has to land.
Blue shell,
Oh, but
no.
but maybe it doesn't because the blue shell's in play. Oh, he's gonna get bombed on the line.
And here comes the rush. Everybody rushing up at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
Russian
so
players
close.
trying to get as many spots as they can. It looks like Lahoop still managed first. Yeah, 1-3-5-6. So I would say that the Snowland pick definitely worked out for them.
Yes. Man, that was chaos at the end.
Yeah,
I thought Seb had done it with the banana red shell, but the bomb out of left field, out of nowhere, just ending. And
yeah,
that's the chaos that we just love to see from Mario Kart, and especially in a match as high stakes as this one.
yeah. That was a really, really good play. Sometimes plays like that can really flip spots like very easily. So instead of Hoop maybe getting like top 2 or something, they took out Seb just to get that 2-4, just to try to minimize some of the damage caused by those shocks.
Mount Wario versus Ice Ice Outpost.
Couple of slippery tracks. So I've
I'll do it.
noticed that La Hoop is picking a lot of these tracks that involve just front running, right? Staying up in the front, executing your lines, and just
Yep.
outspeeding your opponents.
I mean, when you have Seb, you can count on being in the front and keeping the front spots, as we have
Yep.
seen.
Yeah, very dominant performance so far from Seb. I kind of knew going in that he would be a big threat to Cheyenne Party. They'd have to deal with him first.
You just can't deal with them, except for that bomb on Snowland, of course. Rare footage.
Ooh, getting knocked
Oh,
into the snow. That is a very common thing to do on this track. Just pull a mushroom and use it right there. So if you're in shroom spots, then that's kind of your plan to get up to the front early on. But for now, he's just going to coin collect, play this very slow now that he's in the back.
where's the
Ooh,
catch up part at the end? How does he catch up at the end? Because there's not a whole lot of shortcuts, right? Do you just rely on big shrooms and maybe dodging a shock? Or because he's
Yeah,
fallen pretty far behind at this point, wouldn't you say?
yeah, exactly. So there are a couple of shortcuts for you to catch up on. But Cheyenne Party occupying bottom 2. So they are kind of in position to maybe pull the Shocks and Blues at the moment. Oh, but Seb actually pulls the blue. But his teammate's in
We're
first, so he's going to be forced to hold this, but that might
yeah.
not necessarily be a bad thing in this situation.
Again, as we said before, as long as holding the blue secures your first and nothing bad happens at the end, then it's worth it.
Yeah, holding a blue shell can be race winning, especially if your team is really confident in itself to keep those top spots. A lot of chaos happening in front of Seb right now, getting back bombed. So
Oh
he's going to be
no.
in last, probably just dead in the water. So we
Hoop
do still
in
see Hoop looks like they're occupying at least first, third,
top
but there is,
three, probably.
yeah, maybe top
Unless
three, but
not sure who's
they're
in second.
kind of hard to
Like,
tell at the moment. But there is an opportunity for them to make a play here, try to catch up. Maybe take out, I believe that's Jack in third. The bomb coming in,
ooh,
not really going to connect. Triple reds, but his teammate's in front of him.
and nowhere to
So
throw
he's,
him.
yeah, and
Oh
the star
no.
is going to make them useless. Oh, that's rough.
Oh,
Those shrooms didn't really get him much of anywhere.
disaster for Enynoiz. Let's see how the team did. Oh, hoop.
Ooh.
Hoop, 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 hoop. Up at the top of Mount Wario. What a race for Hoop. Where did Seth finish?
Seb actually got last that race, I believe, just because he
Okay.
had to hold the blue. He had no opportunity to, catch up from last place because he did get hit back there.
It worked. Holding the blue worked. Plus 15 is so powerful in any given race. And Seb, a great racer that they are, did the job that needed to be done. And Hoop with a top 3-5, I believe I saw, to
Yeah.
once again take the lead over Cheyenne Party.
So
So
I am
wow.
very interested in this Wii Rainbow Road pick. Now, this is a very good front-running track. Not really any shortcuts for you to catch up or anything. But at the very beginning of the track on Rainbow Road, coins become a huge factor when you're
Yeah.
trying to take out the enemy team, maybe get some drafts in and catch up. So, does Cheyenne Party have a plan for when they do get their track pick? Yes, they do.
This track is very, like you said, at the start, very important. Arguably, I would say the most important part of the race is this initial straightaway. Some
Hmm.
people get like maybe there's like one red shell in play. That is so powerful for either taking out your competition. You don't want to take out a teammate on accident. This beginning half of the first lap, insanely important for setting the pace. Although this is a very long track with multiple shock opportunities, if you get to the front, it's very powerful to just keep that and run with it through the entire race.
Yeah, and on this track specifically, there's a lot of boost panels and a big cannon for you to mitigate the slowdown incurred by the shock. So we do see Cheyenne Party in 2-3, but Seb up in first for La Hoop trying to hold that down. It kind of looks like their plan worked with the Wee Rainbow Road. So we're gonna have to see if they can hold that. Ooh, that was a
Oh,
that
cheeky.
bomb was deadly. But Cheyenne Party's still up here, so that bomb's not really going to put them out of it just yet.
If there's one thing Seb knows how to do, it's stay in first. And that bomb is gonna play a key part in this race. Mark my words. It gets Cheyenne Party out of the top spots, which are again oh so important for just running and keeping that top spots.
I think I just saw another explosion on the map, so Seb might have pulled a second one, but it doesn't look like it hit anybody. So Hoop making their way up to third, slowing down with the plant to
Oh,
try and just slow them down as well. But
dangerous greenery.
yep, not going to connect though.
Cheyenne
So this
Party
is
with
the
2
situation.
4, 2 4 5 for Cheyenne Party. Hoop holding 1-3. Looking pretty even so far. Pack a little bit close. Still an entire lap to go. Again, this
Oh,
track
one
is
of them going to
very
get
long.
taken out. Enynoiz with triple reds. This is huge.
Yes, this is a game changer.
And there he goes. So going to be able to take second, throwing a red up at first as well. Not really going to do anything at this rate. I think
Just
it's... Oh, but
use
the shot coming
oh
in the blue. That does look like a hoop shock even
yep,
by... Just judging by how many of them dodge this shock. Enynoiz still
absolutely.
not in a terrible position.
But Hoop, top two with the lead so late in the war. I, I
This
You have to
is
think Cheyenne Party has to do something, but what on this track? Great boomerang. Doesn't connect though. What that did.
well, it looks like one of Cheyenne Party actually got taken out there. So
Yep.
top two looks like a lock for Hoop at the moment. This Fire
Fire back.
trying to back it at the other team. Hoop is now here, but it looks like he just.
No, the rang?
Oh, Enynoiz
This
getting a lot
has
of
to
aggressive
connect.
items, but none of these shots are connecting. The blue shell coming out. Oh, this bomb could be
Bomb.
something. But no, he's not going to pull the trigger
Oh
and gets.
no.
Oh, that is actually a huge green for La Hoop. They get top four, it looks like.
Wow.
Top
What
four,
a
six
sequence of
even.
events. Cheyenne Party. Enynoiz just boxing with shadows with that fire and the boomerang, but ends up getting hit on the line anyway by greens coming up. And that's just been the difference. It's been so close throughout this entire war, but Hoop has shown that they've had the edge, racing wise, gameplay wise, item wise. With they had a shock dodge earlier to get up to those spots, and they were able to use the items that they got in lap 3 to secure those top spots. And so far, that's been the difference. And for the first time, we have a decent difference in the point differential. And it is, what race is this? About 11 or so? Hoop?
Yeah, so going into race 11, they are down by 50. But remember, Cheyenne Party has to win by 16 or more. So they have not a 50-point deficit, but a 66-point deficit to make up in 2 races if they want to secure that final wildcard spot.
That is a very deep hole. But as I tell my team in desperate situations, I am nothing if not a believer. And that's what Cheyenne Party has to do here. Singapore, not a track I see a whole lot.
In
But
my experience, Singapore is a very anti-first because you can get drafts and shrooms super early, like Enynoiz is doing right now, just getting up there. Hoop still occupying top spots though. But he's gonna get redded off as soon as we cut away.
no.
Oh, that's gonna spell disaster. It looks like. Shine Party does take first though, so that is going to help. But Hoop are 2-3-4. Doesn't look like
The bomb
Zero's.
in first.
Oh,
Danger.
this could be dangerous. He is trailing it though, which is kind of a decision. He does back it at the
Interesting
boxes.
maneuver.
Didn't quite see who got hit, but it looks like Hoop is still up here. Ooh, Cheyenne Party
Yes.
actually occupying 1-3.
Hoop in lots of the top mid pack with
That Ghost was really unlucky. He had an
oh,
opportunity to maybe double red him out. Does get double reds. Oh, but does get backed at a very crucial moment, and the red broke. That was
that's the
really.
aggression that we need to see from Cheyenne Party. No playing conservatively. That play needed to happen. Zero didn't even know it at the time, but that is what needed to happen and delivered. There you go. Now all of a sudden it's a different race.
Yep. Oh, Seb kind of failing a little bit. Um, yeah, so it looks like Cheyenne Party is still occupying first, but that's not enough. They need way more spots than that. They're going to
Yep.
need a shock at this point. Doesn't look like there's one in the back so far. But
Not much
Seb
time
trying
left to make up all
desperately
that ground.
to catch up here. Hoop getting taken out. The blue does
Blue
come out.
shell.
Oh,
It's
but
going
Cheyenne
for a
Party
white
drops
Yoshi.
for the blue. Yeah, the
That's
white
Hoop
Yoshi's getting
being
hit. That
blued.
is Hoop. Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, they are all ganging up on this first place. Oh, slowing
Yeah.
down with the plant. Beautiful play. That's going to secure so many points for them. Oh,
Oh,
not
don't
trying not to
teammate.
plant his teammate.
Okay. Pack is so close to finish this race off.
Yep, so if Zero can keep up his driving, he's not going to get hit by this horn. Potential first place coming in from Seb.
It's gonna be close.
Oh, not quite, but 2-3,
Okay.
that's going to seal it.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh,
Yeah,
two,
that's going
three,
to
four,
seal it. Two,
five.
three, four, five. Amazing job by La Hoop securing that final wildcard spot with this now guaranteed victory. Last race, doesn't matter what happens, they're going to have enough points to move on.
I love what I saw from Cheyenne Party there. Lots of needed aggression from the items. The back greens, I saw lots of fires, a couple boomerangs. That's what they needed to do, but it just wasn't enough. The Hoop has been great throughout this entire competition, and they secured 2, 3, 4, 5 and the war. And most importantly, the playoff spot.
Yeah, and that's all this really came down to is securing that final playoff spot. Both teams must have been so stressed out by just the stakes of this match. This might as well be a playoff best of one game.
Yep.
But La Houpe prevailing in this very tough matchup between these two dead even teams.
We still got one more race. If I'm Cheyenne Party, give this everything you've got. No reason to hold back. No reason to goof around. Give them what for.
Yeah,
Let's see
see what you
something
can
good
do.
here from Cheyenne Party. It started off by keeping first.
Oh, very
Gonna get
lucky
the first
Truman
challenge.
second, almost getting knocked off the track there. Oh, that
What a
green was so
green!
close.
I'm surprised that did not connect with any cart. What a draft.
Very nice draft, but he is left defenseless in first.
Just got to get to the item set.
Very clean driving by Seb so far.
I love watching Seb drive.
Finally going to pull that defense. Cheyenne Party still behind him. Actually messing up the boost panel, but he got rewarded by taking out Cheyenne Party. Beautiful job.
I'm sure Seb meant to do that.
It
For all
kind of,
and
I
from
don't
what
know.
I've
It kind
seen,
of,
let's go with that. Pack a little bit. Pack is kind of tight. I don't
a little
think
bit
shock is
spread
in
out.
play. Oh,
Looks
that
like
H
there's
is actually
one,
moving way in the back.
yeah, one Cheyenne Party player in the back. Maybe going for that shock, not using anything anymore.
Lots of hoop up front once again.
Yep.
It's got to be the play. If you're Cheyenne
Exactly.
Party,
Yep,
get
still,
the shock, make a big impact this lap 3.
yep, still trying to go for that pulling bill. So not really
Yeah.
going to be pulling the shock. Cheyenne Party does occupy second still. Oh,
Maybe.
that horn in
Oh,
first. Nope, I think it's curtains.
all skill from Seb with the items and the driving. Good players get good items. But horn's going to have to go away.
Are we going to see a double red come out? Doesn't look like it.
Huge lead in first here.
Oh, the blue was thrown. It is going to connect, but he has a very strong lead at the moment. This might not matter.
Cheyenne Party on the Daisy and Blue Yoshi coming up. Can
Oh,
they?
this
Oh, the
red,
red
though.
shell. Seb's out of first.
Oh,
What a
there we go.
race from
Look at that.
Cheyenne
That's
Party.
top four. That's
Oh,
top four for Cheyenne
goodness.
Party.
What a statement they made with this last race. What an
Yeah,
effort from Cheyenne
yeah,
Party.
very, very strong effort, but unfortunately it was too little too late. They got their comeback race
Oh,
just on the last race.
what a war. I'm just amazed at the item play, the driving that both teams pulled out today. It was a treat, a pleasure to watch. I had so much fun watching this war. It makes me want to play.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what MKU is all about. It's just so much fun with like just the tournament stakes and just playing your heart out. Congratulations to La Hoop for securing that final wildcard spot. And for Cheyenne Party, very valiant effort, and I hope that they come back stronger next season.
What a last race. I'll remember that one.
Yeah. That last race was very well coordinated, but unfortunately it came at just the wrong time when things were already settled.
If only there was one more race. I wish I could see that. Cheyenne Party still has gas in the tank, but the victory and the playoff spot today goes to LaHoop. Well done and congratulations, and good luck in the playoffs.
Yes, good luck to La Hoop in the playoffs. They must be celebrating right now. That this was a very it was looking kind of tight at the beginning, but they just kind of pulled away, and that's going to give them a lot of confidence going into the semifinals next week.
It was very back and forth all throughout the war, but during the last 4 races, LaHoop showed they had that edge. They showed that they had what it takes to get the victory with the driving and the item play. They had it. They stepped up when the time was right. They deserved it. Good games to everybody involved. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure and a treat. This was my first time casting, and it's been a joy casting with UCC.
Yeah, same to you. This was also my first time. Hoping we can do more of these in the future.
Exactly. All right. That puts a wrap on our cast. This is Mario Kart Central. You were watching Primetime. We'll see you next time in the next episode. For me, my name is Bubbles. My co host, Cece. production manager, Michelle. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye,
Peace.
everybody.
It literally is. I shall read that in a second. Nope, you're getting exploded. I'm getting trained.
For the what time is it? How many times have you gotten trained?
I don't know how many times I've gotten trained, but I know how many times Cumin got trained.
How many times has Kame got trained? I actually
No, there's a star and I can't use it because of plants!
I'm getting west! No!
Good job. Holy crap, Mario Kart Central with the raid. That's what was
Holy
happening.
crap!
Hey.
Hi,
Thanks.
everybody.
Hello, everyone. I was not expecting this.
Hello.
That's why I was hearing a lot of things.
Thanks.
So, let me catch up with all
Oh!
this. Beaver in the middle with a follow. Outer 417. YQ Oscar Elite. Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Thanks.
FTV SCM. XD Buzz. Thank you all for